Hey, welcome to Think Business Live, Take Five. We're spending 5 minutes with Jim Niedzinski, Motive Wealth Advisors, motivewealth.com. Jim, it's great to have you here and spend a couple minutes with you. I thought we could talk about collaboration, right? I mean, you're a wealth manager. I'm a business coach. I see it's pretty sunny today. I see people collaborating all the time with their wealth managers, their attorneys, their accountants, their business coaches, their consultants, their brand experts. Like, can you talk about from your perspective? Because a lot of times you're the quarterback of these and facilitating these collaborations when it comes to your world.
Key point, if I'm a busy entrepreneur, busy executive, I would say it's perhaps the most neglected characteristic that we see is having a general contractor, having a quarterback, having a personal CFO, whoever it is that is responsible to move the entire project forward. Project being, here's what I want to do and avoid. How do I get there?
Yeah.
Most advisors play a very important but surgical role. Attorneys, accountants, insurance experts, etc. Having a phone call of someone whose job is to coordinate all of that holistically, primary care physician, whatever your analogy is,
Yeah.
there is so much time savings, energy savings, and then actual raw dollar improvement by having that in place. And it's very rare, very
Yeah.
rare.
Yeah. And so for the listener who isn't thinking about this, okay, so we raise awareness. Now let's talk about preventative collaboration, right? So getting the teams together before there's an issue. So you have your
Yes.
team in place and everybody can then plan accordingly. So when the one thing or two, when that thing happens where you're not starting at, 0 when you need to be at 5.
Yes. So if you hear this and go, yeah, I don't have that in place, two places to look to start that. One, you may not have anyone on your team who's a general contractor. You might have to be that for the time being on your advisory team.
Yeah.
Schedule a meeting. Just put it right now. Email them all, your accountants, your attorneys, whoever your existing team is. Get them on a Zoom or a conference call and have this conversation. That'll at least move the ball forward. You'll get somebody helping to step in. That's option one. Option two, find a referral to someone who that's their primary job. A wealth manager, preferably a fiduciary, who that is part and parcel of their service, and they invite them into the conversation. Option three, if you don't have a referral that you know of, ask your advisory team who might that be. Someone on your team might be able to say, oh, I can recommend it good.
Yeah.
If you don't know who to reach out to directly.
Yeah, I love that. Collaboration is, and I love what you're talking about also is, we've got to create the space for it. We've got to make it happen. It's one of those things I would think the reason you say, it's the most overlooked is because people, tomorrow. Well, tomorrow turns into next week. You've got to prioritize. It's like anything. You've got to prioritize the key things in your life. And this is one of them, right? Having a team around you. I think that's so critical.
100%.
I think many people listening to this can afford that team, and many people listening to this will not be able to afford that team. And so to those who can afford it, I think it's easy to get referrals, easier. To those who can't, in 20 seconds, where can they go?
Yeah. I would get a piece of paper out and write down the professionals or relationships in your life that support your overall vision and mission. And maybe that's a brother, an uncle, a dad, a sister, a neighbor. It could be formal or informal, but write those people down and then come up with categories: personal, professional, financial, spiritual, physical, and see, do you have good people in that space? And then just be intentional about the conversation.
Yeah.
So this is a do-it-yourself approach where you're playing that coordinator of those areas. You have me here talking from a wealth management perspective. So if we break that out, then you might say, well, what are the major areas? Attorney, accountant, insurance, investments, your business. Who are the people that are helping you implement your ideas? Who is if you talk about EOS framework, for any of your listeners who know about that, who's your implementer? Your integrator. You're the idea vision person who's helping
Yeah.
to get it done, and identify those people. Maybe you're the general contractor, but at least say, yes, I can count on that person to do a good job, even if I'm the one coordinating them.
I love it. Yeah.
And
No,
then find out where your gaps are and fill them in.
yeah. I love it. Jim, tell everybody where they can connect with you, learn more about you if they want to reach out to you as a wealth advisor.
Yeah, I'm happy to help anyone who is a friend of John. Motivewealth.com. Motivewealth.com.
I love it. Jim Niedzinski, motivewealth.com. Appreciate you being on the show and taking 5 with us. Think community, if Jim can help you, please reach out. If I can, please reach out. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.